So here we are, it is Friday the 21st of October and it's been a long time between drinks. I have not done one of these for a very long time. And I think the last time I've done one of these videos was way back in June. But to be honest, since then I've just been living life. I haven't really spent much time doing these videos, and I've just spent the last 5 months just traveling through Central and now South America. I'm coming at you today from Palomino in Colombia. It's on the Caribbean side towards Venezuela. And the last video I left you at was, I think, on the Tepe, in Nicaragua. We just left San Juan del Sur and we're just beginning our trek through Nicaragua. But since then we've done all of Nicaragua for 5 months. Also spent time in Costa Rica, and now we're going to spend the best part of 6 months here in Colombia. So a lot's happened on the markets since that time, and I think it's a good time to pick things back up again. And so to end this week, we up 68,000 Swedish crowns for the week. We're up over 125,000, and for this year we're 678,000 Swedish crowns. So doing the conversion to the euro, it's about 61,000 euros for the year, and also around 60,500 US dollars. Sliding over to the weekly percentage return, we're just under 8%, and comparing that to the S&P 500, that's not had a bad week either, just shy of 3%. So having a look at other time frames over the month, we're up close to 10%. Over 3 months, we're looking at 23.91%, and for this year to date, we've returned 36.21%, which is not bad going considering what's happened on the markets this year. And if we then extend out the time frame to a year, we're crushing the broad markets. We're up over 51% in the trailing year. Just want to point out this technical issue that my broker had right at that point there. But besides that, the metrics are accurate. And again, just looking at the past 5 days performance on the S&P 500, and this week it's gone up nearly 3%, 2.93%. But over the year to date, currently it's at minus 21.76%. But at one point, the index had collapsed all the way down to minus 26.5% for the year. And the last time I did one of these videos was way back in June, around this time. And since my last video to now, we see that the market has dropped a further 8.5%, 8.66%, and nobody knows how far or how much left this thing has got to fall. The development that's happened since my last video is that the dollar has gone on an absolute rampage. And if you remember, and if you looked at my prior videos, the majority of my income strategy was reliant on the dollar going up. And we see since the start of the year, against the Swedish crown, which my broker is denominated in Swedish kroners, the dollar has gone up close to 24%. And since my last video, which was way back in June, the dollar surged a further 17.4%. Because there's been a fair bit of water that's gone under the bridge between my last video to now, I'm not going to go through all of the things that I implemented during that time. So one thing that I've implemented during this downturn is that now I've turned this portfolio risk on, and I've deviated away from an income play, and I'm trying to set up for the inevitable reversal, whenever that may be. But because I am contrarian, I'm doing the opposite of what the general market's doing. And so over the last 6 months, over the last year, when there's been a flight to safety, I've gone in the other direction. And you see some of the buys here over the last couple of weeks, and I'm specifying picking up more shares in Apple and Microsoft, and you see that I'm picking up also here a bit of BHP and some Amazon. The positions that I picked up middle of 2020 was Orange, which is a telecommunications play, French company, and I'm cycling out of that, basically gone flat, but it did pay a nice dividend and it served its purpose. But now I'm cycling out of that and using that money to reinvest into these other companies that I'm that I'm building positions on. The transactions you see on this portfolio is actually from an income portfolio, and I use this portfolio for daily expenditures and living costs. And I have other portfolios specifically designed for growth and for more longer term orientation, which over time I'll elaborate more on as well. So another reason why I've neglected uploading these videos consistently is not only the fact that I've been traveling around Central and South America for the last 5 months, 6 months, and just enjoying life and having one too many beers, I reckon. But also I've tried to, I've got other projects in the pipeline and I've been working on. So I'm trying to get a podcast up and running. And you can find us on Spotify and Buzzsprout, and then you can find us on Dreams to Reality. And on Instagram, you can find us on dreamstoreality.podcast. And so we released a handful of episodes. I think the count's on about 6 or 7. And we release them every Sunday. And in this format, it just gives us a longer version or a long form format to go into some more concepts a bit more. There's only so much you can do on these videos. And also, if you give us a follow on dreamstoreality.podcast on Instagram, you'll see daily uploads and market commentary of our portfolio. And between the 3 avenues, you get a good rounded version, or you get a good perspective of what's going on and how we go about this, where we invest and how we use the investment vehicle to be able to do what we want and how we want on our terms. And so the podcast format allows us to go into more nuanced, intricate details on what we do. But since I am coming at you from the tropical region in Colombia, it is wet season right now, and so around this time, torrential rain just pours down on us, and I think it's starting to start off now. So I'm just going to leave this video. So before the torrential rain and the thunder overpowers us, I'm just going to leave the video here. But give us a follow on Instagram at dreamstoreality.podcast and follow us daily and with our market commentary, and tune in to Dreams to Reality on Spotify and Buzzsprout, and also keep in tune to this channel, and I'll do a better job of uploading consistently, and I will catch you on the next one.